it is now time to take a coffee break, and we are starting with a major pay penalty impacting a lot of workers.
That's right. Employees with remote and hybrid setups are paying the price for their flexibility. And it's wild because it's very different. So ZipRecruiter found remote workers make $7,000 less than workers going into the office. And hybrid workers who go in and out of the office were penalized even more.
What?
Can you believe that?
They still have to drive in. I can see the $7,000 less because you're not commuting, you're not paying parking, you're not doing that. But this, you're still having to do all those things.
Yeah, I think it's because they see them in the office and then they leave. So you're used to seeing people and interacting with them. And when you are fully remote, you're kind of out of sight, out of mind doing your job, right?
Some people like that though. Some people like to stay out of sight, out of minds.
Oh yeah,
I think a
clearly
lot of
it
people
pays
like
off.
I think a lot, but I mean, it begs the question, you know, that whole work-life balance. Are you willing to take a pay cut to have a better work-life balance?
Yeah. So a lot of people are at least talking about it on social media, but when it comes down to paying the bills, especially here in California, I have quite a few friends who are going into the office.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who are doing the hybrid, so they go to work 3 days a week, and then the rest they get to work from home. And it's like Mondays and Fridays they work from home. And I'm like,
kind of
good
ideal,
for you.
isn't it?
I know,
It
but they're
is.
making $22,000 less. That is a significant chunk of change.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is. Anne Hathaway,
Yes.
the actress, she's diving into her reasons for going sober in a Vanity Fair interview. So the actress told the magazine that she gave up alcohol after realizing it was a wallowing fuel for her. But she admitted that she felt a lot of shame for cutting drinking out socially. Hathaway said she eventually tuned out the judgment by looking at being sober in a more serious light, saying, quote, "If you're allergic to something, you don't argue with it." So I stopped arguing with it. Yeah, Hathaway also compared alcohol to social media, saying she cut both out of her life since they drain her and have caused her to spiral in the past. And I have several friends who are sober, and I'm so proud of them. And once you say you're sober, usually there's a mutual respect of like, okay, I understand it, and I'm proud of you for taking that step.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
it's
good
hard.
for her. Not only for alcohol, for social media. There's a lot of pressure in the business to do that and to market yourself.
Right.
So good for her. She knows what's healthy for her.
And I don't think she's alone. I think a lot of people, when they drink alcohol, feel more depressed or have anxiety and those types of things. And so you're seeing kind of this rise too in the, non-alcoholic spirits, and so that people can still feel social and participate.
They've got the
shouldn't be
mocktails that
ostracized.
look pretty good. Or even pregnant moms that I have,
Yeah.
or friends, like they drink a mocktail just to like,
Just
have something
to hang out.
interesting.
Yeah.
I want to know what her other vice is, though.
I know, right? Like,
Something.
what is it
Whether
really?
it's coffee, I mean, a lot of folks here in California do CBD or other.
She has talked about that openly in the past. So.
Oh, okay.
There's always more to the story, and Suzanne will want to cover it.
Well, because when you're in Hollywood, it's not the most relaxing job,
Yes.
so she has to do something to take the edge off.
You
and I
would
don't
know
what
that
it
as
is.
the entertainment reporter
Yes.
talking to all these people. Most workers aren't making the most of their time off clock, it turns out. It may not feel like it, but Americans have anywhere from 4 to 6 hours of free time on any given workday. This is according to the new American Time Use Survey. I already want to fight them on this. The problem is most of us spend half of those daily hours in front of the TV and other screens. One of the lead researchers says our reliance on screen time is concerning because it's pulling us away from social activities like church or volunteer groups. The report does acknowledge, though, leaving our home takes planning and effort that most people are too tired to put in after the workday.
Well,
I
you
mean, that
manage your
is a
time.
good point. It's like, how much energy do you have after you've expended everything at work and maybe not slept very well?
Well, and you think about like our jobs, we have to be so on all the time and
Right.
engage with so many different people at any given time that once you get home, do you really want to go
Should I
out
chill?
and
I shut
volunteer
down.
and be around other people?
Go to church.
Like that's, I mean, it's a lot of energy and effort.
Yeah.
But I do think that Chris has it figured out because you're on a dodgeball team.
Oh,
Yes.
you
I
are?
think- yeah.
Yes, Wednesday
I
nights.
love
Well,
that.
the season's over for now, but yeah, it's fun. They actually
you
just
guys
sent me
won. You
a
guys are
text.
amazing.
We did. They're like, "Hey, are you going to sign up for this next season?" I'm like, looking at it because it's like
stressed out?
being a yes man, And I'm like, do I take a break or do I keep going? But it is tough. It is hard, especially if you have kids.
Yeah. Well, I
There's
find
no
that
free time.
My leisure time is like cooking dinner.
Yeah.
Still like getting the bills paid, making sure and working out.
Yeah, I just feel like there's always something to do.
If I get an hour of TV time, I'm feeling like really good.
I was home alone last night. I cooked dinner for myself, had a glass of wine, and I had a party. It was so fun. I'm like, I can't go. I'm tired. But those moments are important. So
Absolutely.
They feel good.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with having a lazy day, Chris.
What? Why is it on me?
But do you ever feel guilty if you happen to need one when it's warm and sunny outside? If your answer is yes, then you have experienced sunshine guilt. A content creator recently coined the phrase when explaining that she feels guilty for being lazy on a nice day, and thousands of people then posted comments saying they could relate. Psychologists say these feelings are similar to FOMO, or the fear of missing out, and they emphasize that we don't have to seize every opportunity to go out, especially if it's not what we need to feel better. I think that's like something I've learned in adulthood is just like listen to your body, listen to your mind, your heart, your soul, all those things, and do like what makes you feel fulfilled and not drained.
I also think we get really lucky here that we have a lot of
Oh
days
my
of
gosh.
sunshine.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Just the past few weeks, how rainy it's been. I was feeling low energy. I thought I was sick. Then the sun came out this weekend. I'm walking my dog. I was doing so much. So now I appreciate it when we didn't have it so much.
You
So
look like Little Miss Sunshine this morning.
thank
Yes.
you.
In the
I wore
spirit.
this because it does wake me up.
It does.
There
It's
you
fun.
go. Well, that's today's coffee break.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.